Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections again and again, folks. So I got another one for you guys today by Nubeo. So this is one that I reached out to them, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. And if you check in my Instagram picture, I put a little picture up there of some of the new ones they sent me. And I really enjoy Nubeo coming out with new models. They're always coming up with something pretty cool. So this one is called the Opportunity, and it is your opportunity as well to get it for a fantastic price. Get it ASAP. Normally I wait on price, but I'm just going to hit you with it. $349 for a limited time only. So the Opportunity. So I have to go back last Christmas, and again, thank my boy James Perez. James is one of my subscribers I met online, of course, and it's pretty cool YouTube. It's nice meeting like-minded people because it's fun to share this passion of collecting watches, right? So last year, I had my eye on this Invicta Pro Diver in this kind of like blood red. It's always been in the back of my mind. I've always said that Invicta should do, this isn't about Invicta, it's about Nubeo, but I've said it many times. For those who have been following me for a while, Nubeo should do like a red label edition, which they may actually have like a red label edition, but my idea would be this exact color, but done with like rubies, right? Red and gold, kind of like their blue label. So it's nice to see other companies, not saying I had anything to do with that at all, not taking credit for anything because it's just a color, but I do have this fascination with like red, but for some reason only in specific items. Like I'm not really into the red cars or anything like that, but when it comes to this blood red, I've had this idea in my head for this red label. And not many companies make a blood red watch. So the one I'm going to share with you guys today is blood red. It is available in other colors as well, which we'll talk about. But here it is right here. Check this bad boy out. Just this really deep blood red, almost like I guess one could call it maroon as well. And I'm really glad Nubeo came out with this. When I saw some of the new releases last month or 2 months ago, I was like, ooh, it's just like, you could get it in blue, don't get me wrong, like, but you know, the red just, I don't know, something about it. It's cool, it's unique, there's not a lot of companies doing anything like this, and I absolutely love this piece. So here is the watch, of course, this is their Opportunity. And so a little bit about the watch, it is an automatic, right? So let's talk about the check boxes first. 316 stainless steel, I believe it's 316. They say stainless steel, but most watches are made of 316L stainless steel. Again, you know, full disclosure, if you have any kind of like, if you need to know, drop me a comment, but sometimes on their listings, I believe all the Nubeos are 316L. This specific one looks like they did update the site. This does say 316L. So for me, that's a huge checkbox in any watch I buy. It doesn't mean it's a deal breaker, like I will buy watches that aren't, but the price has got to be right? So you have that 316L stainless steel. You have a 48mm case diameter, which is, I must be getting like resensitized or something like that, because like to me, I feel like this is pretty big, and I would have said 50, but it is a 48mm watch. You do have a Japanese automatic with 3 hands. It's probably like a Miyota, but I just don't really know. Again, we're going to leave it at that. I don't want to keep harping on Nubeo for listing this on their website, but you do have an exhibition window, and I can't really see much in there, but you do have this small exhibition window, which shows, it's almost like a reversed open heart. You can see the open heart on the front, which it has, right? Which is a real, it's a favorite of mine to put an open heart. If you're not going to do a full skeletonized face, which depends on the watch, right? There's a lot of them out there. I like that they still have their theme. We're going to talk about that, but they have an open heart where you can see that balance wheel kind of ticking away there or gyrating away. And then they put it on the back, and I think that adds a little something to it, right? They could have just made a stainless steel back. I like that they've done a dual open heart, or a double open heart, so to speak. But then there's also, this is the best part about this watch, there's this really small window, and I know you can't see it. I'll throw some pictures up here. Check out the website, link is in the description. Also use my coupon code if you are going to buy one and save yourself 15%. I think the coupon code works on sale price as well, which, let's face it, most companies don't do that, right? That's pretty cool. So in this little exhibition window, they actually include in there, now I can't confirm or deny this, and it is really hard to see, but when I shake it around, there's actually what they refer to as It says here, a piece of Mars-originated stone, which is a piece of interplanetary history. So there is actually some Martian rock, I think is the correct way of calling it, inside that micro window. Extremely small. You can't really like see much. It just looks like some black kind of dust. But I think it's a pretty cool story. And I like that they've integrated that into this watch, because this is a space-themed watch. Nubeo makes their ocean-themed watches, and of course their space-themed watches. So not a lot of companies out there doing that. It's funny, I have seen lately other companies starting to kind of branch off into space-themed stuff, kind of like copying Nubeo. But hey, it's cool. It's not like it's copyrighted or anything like that. You know, they can do that. But I think this is a great watch. I love the stories that go along with it. I've said many times that sometimes the story doesn't really like tie into the watch. Well, this one does, especially being in red. So here's what they say about this watch, right? The Opportunity Limited Edition features a piece of Mars-originated stone, which is a piece of interplanetary history. Each watch is uniquely numbered timepiece. It is limited, of course, that celebrates and commemorates the natural history of Mars and the vehicle and spacecraft used to discover and explore the famed red planet. What a better color for this particular watch than red, right? And I think this, if you're going to get this watch, the red is the best color, because it just does kind of tie the whole theme together with Mars. You have the interplanetary rock in there. Very cool. I love this watch. On the back it says NWA 11288. Stainless steel, and it is an automatic. Again, I mentioned that earlier. You do have a sapphire lens, anti-reflective coating, another checkbox for a lot of folks. You know, us watch collectors, we all have different things we look for in a watch. For me, I'm pretty laxed, right? But you know, I always look for that 316 stainless steel. Sapphire, not something I really care about, but for a lot of folks, it is. They want to have sapphire, whether it means anything or not to them. They still want it, right? It's like having like a lumbar support in the car they've never touched in 20 years, you know what I mean? But it does say solid stainless steel bracelet, fold over buckle, and safety lock. Again, I like the fact it's not just friction. You have dual push button deploy and clasp, safety lock. You have 3 levels of micro adjustment. Of course, adjustable bracelet. For my 7-inch wrist, I've removed, I'm not sure, maybe 3 links out of this. And so you can remove, looks like I can get 2 more out of it. Probably get it down to maybe a 6.5-inch wrist. It does kind of have what I would consider like a donut or bagel shape. It's kind of like rounded edges, black or unidirectional rotating bezel, and you do have this kind of like strange, I'm not sure what the pip signifies. It's like almost like a turquoise blue. Not sure. It would have been kind of cool to have that red, but it does kind of accent with, there's like some themed components on the second hand. I believe at the end of the second hand, it's almost like a lollipop second hand, but at the end of it, that's not a Nubeo logo. I think that has something to do with the shape of the craft that they're talking about here with the Opportunity, right? That's really about it. Oh, 30 ATMs of water resistance. Now, the presentation's awesome on this. They use these dive cases, which, you know, a lot of brands use this, but I like Nubeo's because they're made of kind of that softer plastic. It's not like, kind of like the Invicta case as well. Some of the ones I've seen like Delta T, like they're just basic cheap plastic, like if you drop it, like it'll break. But you're not really going to be using this for anything other than, like, I use these for, I guess, for like nuts and bolts and stuff like that. I have so many of them, but love the bright red on this. Very cool. Nubeo logo on top, pop it open. And again, like I said, we bring these on the boat. You can throw your phone in there. These are dual purpose. You have that nice thick seal. And this is number 9 of 100. 100 limited pieces, to me, is a real deal limited edition watch. You know, sometimes when companies are like, and Nubeo does it too, you know, Invicta, we have limited edition 500, 600. Like, that's not that limited. 100 definitely limited. These are going to sell, and these are going to be hard to get again. What else do you get here? So you get this, which is kind of interesting, right? This is actually new to me. I'm actually opening this, unboxing this with you. When I first got the watch, I pulled it out. I don't normally spend a lot of time in the box, but we have this. And I think what this is, let's take a look here what we get. This is one of the coolest Nubeos I've unboxed. So you get this little plaque here, and it says here, Nubeo Opportunity, right? Name of the watch, Martian Sugartite, I think I'm saying that right. Limited edition 9 of 100. This is quite the presentation. I'm excited. And then it just states a little bit about the watch, where I just read you about the Opportunity Martian mission and the meteorite, which is what's in the back of the watch, right? Now, this is some sort of stand, I believe. I'm not really sure how this works. This piece actually goes in here, like so. I'm really quite confused right now. I'm not sure what the heck this does. Unless maybe you hang the watch from this. This would be really kind of odd. I'm not sure. I don't know. This is really strange to me. I don't know what this is for. It doesn't turn. What in God's name? I'm not really following this. Let me see if there's any kind of pictures here. What in the hell is this thing? I'm stumped on camera. Oh, okay, I got it. They did put a picture here. All right, so for you folks who really like presentation, hole in the pillow. So this actually mounts the watch. This is actually really cool. Man, for you collectors, look at this. That's pretty badass. So you put the watch. See, I love when I get excited on camera like this because I had no idea that this had this in there. What a nice display for this watch. Let me see if it fits the pillow here. 7-inch wrist, you could force it on the pillow. Not bad. Alright, so for you guys who like to display your watches, how cool is that? I mean, I probably won't be displaying this because you know me, I keep everything on lock, but I think that is an awesome presentation. I've never seen that done with any other watch company. This is something that they should... This is something... Nubeo, pay attention. This is something that they should be integrating with every one of their watches. Because these are collectible timepieces. Every Nubeo watch, I think, to the best of my knowledge, is limited edition. And they all have a story. So imagine a watch collector getting these. This to me is dumb. Why Nubeo doesn't put these in every box. This is something that... For the guy who's specifically collecting Nubeo, I've said it before, what does Invicta do? They don't just sell one watch. They build collectors, right? Nubeo is the same thing. Like, people I hear, they're like, hey, I bought 1, I bought 2, I bought 10. They want to have every one in their collection. These are collectible timepieces, which is odd because a lot of companies don't do this, and a lot of companies can't do this. Like, I wouldn't say necessarily that their ocean-themed watches are quite like this, but the space stuff, I don't know what it is about space exploration. People love it, and people absolutely love to get things that are space related, and this is a fantastic way of tying the watch together. Imagine having several different models of these on your dresser. Very cool. Good job, Nubeo. So anyway, other than that, you get the cool display, you get the case. I mean, this is fantastic. I like that they didn't just give a plaque. Like, I thought when I opened the box, this is just some stupid plaque that's going to stay in the box, never get looked at. This is a great way of displaying your watch, if you display your watch. So without further ado, let's throw on the wrist. I've been wearing this one all day today, and you know, if you folks, I wear my watches. Like, I was out there cleaning the garage, I'm out there cleaning my cars. Not that they ever really needed all that much, but you know, I wear my watches, I put them to the test, and you know, I've never had any problems with any Nubeos yet. So say yet, may never, but all right, let's check it out. 7-inch wrist. I'm about 5'8". I weigh about 170 pounds. Again, 7-inch wrist. This is what it looks like on a guy my size, my height, my weight. Check out that blood red, just awesome. I mean, just a great looking watch. Of the last ones they sent me 5, right? Now there's a 4 Nubeos and a Spinnaker you guys will be seeing. I was super excited for this one. The red is just so cool. For those of you guys who have listened to my videos and watched me and know you bought some, you know, Dartmouth brands, you bought some Nubeos, you know, whether it's Invicta Aragons, you know the quality's there. This is a fantastic brand, and this one's going to sell out. Pretty badass. I love that blood red. And when I mentioned earlier, I get really excited when I'm doing these videos, especially when it's a watch that really kind of calls to me, right? We're all going to have watches that you like more than others. And when I mentioned James Perez, he, a year ago, last Christmas, was nice enough to buy me the Invicta Pro Diver in the blood red. And it was such a generous guy, such a generous gift. I think he's starting a YouTube channel as well. I know he sent me something a while back about like comedy. It was pretty funny. But he also... which is literally flattering from watching my videos and getting into watches more. He's actually started to pursue his dream, right? A kind of a dream of his of becoming like, I don't know what you'd call it, but a person who works on watches, right? Like a watch repair guy, a horologist maybe. I guess it'd be a study of time, but he's going to school to learn how to do that. So I think it's pretty cool. That's a really kind of niche trade, and I give a person a lot of credit for going back to school to pursue such a thing. So I look forward to his journey and learning about watches and then educating me, because I'm not an expert, right? I'm just an unboxer. I'm an enthusiast. I enjoy watches. From a normal guy's standpoint, I know what you get for your money. I know, I have a lot of common sense. It's my biggest, I think, skill set or quality, right? I know a lot of folks, I bicker sometimes and talk about quality and this and that, but I can honestly wholeheartedly say, when you spend $10,000 for a watch, is there differences? Yeah, sure, but not like they make it out to be. And Nubeo is a fantastic brand. If you haven't checked them out, give them a go. Use my coupon code, link in the description. But you have 5 different color options. So you have the black and gold. Each one of these, I don't know if there's something with the lighting on these pictures, but each one is very attractive. This is one of 2 that have the black bezel. So that the green, and the green's like, how this is kind of like a blood red. The green is almost like a deep green. Like I don't know, the colors on these are just kind of different. Like they're like almost anodized looking. And so each one, I might have to go with the brown as well. I don't know. So anyway, we get the blue, the copper brown, the deep green, the earth red, as this is called, and the dark, what is this one? The dark gold, which is black and gold. These are hot. This one's going to sell out. Right now they're going for $940, but again, they do have this little mention here for a limited time deal. Automatic opportunity, flash sale, add to cart. Let me try to add it to the cart and see what happens. Some reason when you add it to the cart, I don't know what's going on here. You add it to the cart, it comes up as $470. So you get it for half off, but I don't know why. It says here, limited edition, $349. I have no idea. But anyway, throw my coupon code on there, get another 15% off. So that's it, guys. Man, that video sucked. But I hope I brought you some information. I hope you enjoyed the watch at least. And you guys, if I can help you in any way, by all means, drop me a comment. Otherwise, cut. I'm done. Have a good day.